Hi guys, my name is Aimee Cho, golf professional. On my website's Ask Aimee section, a lot of you guys actually asked for a long iron lesson. So let's talk about that long iron, shall we? I have a 7-iron and a 5-iron in my hands, and you know, if you look at it, they look very similar at first, but if you take a closer look, 5-iron is about an inch longer. The club head is slightly smaller than the 7-iron with less loft. So visually, the 5-iron is a lot more intimidating to look at, and also if you swing a little bit more with your arms versus your body, then it's harder to hit a longer club. If you're actually decent with your 7-iron but you're struggling with a 5-iron, you have to remember 4 things in your setup. Let's say the 7-iron, the ball position is in the middle or slightly left. With the 5-iron, the ball position moves forward about a ball or two to the left, to the front foot. And also because the club is slightly longer, you have to widen your stance about an inch or 2 compared to a 7-iron. And also because of the length, you're gonna stand slightly farther away from the golf ball and also slightly taller angles in the setup. 4 things you have to remember. And now when you start swinging, there are 3 things you need to be aware of. Because the longer length of the club, now the releasing of the club head is going to be slightly later. That's why we move the ball up in the stance to accommodate the late release. And also because of the longer length of the club, your motion is going to have to get bigger. And when your motion starts getting bigger, the initial feeling is a little bit slower rhythm, which is correct. Out of those 3, today we're going to focus on the bigger motion. Okay. With the longer club, to set this the same way as a 7-iron, you need to turn just a little bit extra. I'm talking about 3 to 5 degrees more. So when you get to the top, instead of like a 7 stopping here, you have to turn slightly more so you're setting that club nicely. When you have turned extra in the backswing, now you have to make it up and turn through twice as much in the through swing. But if you turn more here, and hit it the same way as a 7-iron, now you're going to miss-hit it, okay? So when I start talking about bigger motions, I usually give you guys drills on like counting, rhythms, and that's what I'm going to do today. You've probably seen this before. You count 1, 2, 3 in the backswing, 1, 2, 3 in the downswing, but I'm going to use a shield so that way it's visually easier to watch. That way we're gonna fix both the rhythm and the motion all at once. Ta-da! Captain America shield is what we're gonna be using. We're gonna place this guy on our chest and we're gonna focus on the chest movement. So the count I want is in the backswing, 1, 2, 3. In the downswing, 1, 2, 3. So it's flowing and it's turning constantly, consistently, right? So if you look at it, with a golf club in our hands, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is basically what I want from you guys. The incorrect way that we usually commonly see is to go like this. 1, 2, 3, and then on the way down, 1, the chest stops and the arms finish the swing, yanking through. That's incorrect. And with the club, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. You can clearly see that my body stopped rotating and my arms took over to hit the golf ball. When you do this, now you're going to have that club face not square at impact, hitting it sideways and short. We don't want that, right? So if you understand the turning and we want to keep rotating through the golf ball with the chest, now there's one more little fantastic tip I want to show you. If you start rotating your chest beautifully, then now, compared to a 7-iron, 5-iron is going to feel more like a brushing sensation through the ball as opposed to hitting down and making a divot. If you try to accomplish this at first, it'll be hard to differentiate between hitting down versus brushing. So I got a quick little tip. You're gonna place the towel about 6 inches in front of the golf ball, and if you hit your 5-iron kind of like a 7-iron, like hitting down at it, you're going to hit the towel. So place the towel in front of the golf ball about 6 inches and try and avoid hitting the towel. It's going to give you the feeling of brushing through. So remember, for the long irons, you want to imagine the shield rotating through to get that motion bigger and the towel in front of the golf ball to brush through. These are really going to help you master that long iron. If you have any more questions, please come to my website's Ask Aimee section. Leave your questions and comments there. Get back to you guys on that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.